So you have to wonder, was Santiago's whole journey a massive failure? Well, that's what we're going to dive into. We're going to explore the incredible victory that's actually hiding inside what looks like a total defeat. Okay, so picture this. You're on the shore, maybe at a cafe, and you see this gigantic skeleton. I mean, it's 18 feet long. The tourists are just floored by the size of it. To them, it's a spectacle, a weird thing to look at. But for Santiago, that skeleton is everything. It's the proof of the biggest fight of his entire life. And right away, it makes you ask, what did he really come back with? So the sun comes up over this little fishing village. And there it is, the aftermath of his huge battle, right there on the sand for everyone to see. It's this quiet, powerful symbol of his struggle, and definitely not the ending anyone saw coming. The first people to see it, of course, are the other fishermen, and their reaction is what's so fascinating. They aren't laughing or making jokes. They're just in awe. See, they get the sea. They start measuring the skeleton with ropes, trying to wrap their heads around the size of the beast that Santiago fought all by himself. They see the honor in it, even though the actual fish is gone. And that contrast really gets to the heart of a key theme in the book, What the Village Saw. We're talking about two totally different ways of seeing the exact same thing. So, on one hand, you've got the tourists. For them, it's just a weird thing to look at, right? What a fish. They see the skeleton, but they have no idea about the story behind it. But then you have the villagers. They understand the struggle, the sacrifice. They can imagine the sweat and the pain it took. They don't just see the object, they see the man. And this quote just nails that difference. The tourists are laughing, but it's an empty laugh because they just don't get it. The villagers, though, they're quiet, and that silence is all about respect. They don't need to see the prize to know just how heroic that fight must have been. Okay, so let's leave the beach behind for a minute and go somewhere much more personal, inside Santiago's little hut. This is where we get to the boy's promise, and honestly, this is where we find out what real success looks like in this story. So while everyone outside is talking about the giant skeleton, the boy, Manolin, is right there with Santiago. He's not looking at some old guy who lost his fish. Nope, he sees his hero, totally exhausted and beat up, and all he feels is this deep need to take care of him. It's just pure loyalty. And then Manolin says it. From tomorrow on, we fish together. And you gotta understand, this isn't him asking. It's a declaration. It's a promise. After 84 days of nothing, and then this disaster, this one sentence changes everything. It means Santiago isn't alone anymore. And Santiago's reaction? It says it all. He doesn't argue, he doesn't bring up the marlin, he just closes his eyes and you can see tears. And those aren't tears of sadness, not really. They're tears of relief, of gratitude. The boy's loyalty, that's the one prize the sharks couldn't touch. Manolin even explains why he's so determined. He says, look, I know how to fish. What I want to learn from you is your strength, your patience, your heart. He's not there for the skills anymore. He's there for the stuff that truly makes Santiago who he is, that incredible spirit. And that right there brings us to the core idea of this whole book, strength from the heart. It's all about redefining what it actually means to be strong. Hemingway is telling us it has nothing to do with what you can haul in from the sea. Here's the bottom line. Santiago's body is completely wrecked, he's old and weak, but his spirit, totally unbroken. That's true strength. It's being resilient, having dignity, and just refusing to give up, even when it looks like you've lost everything. And Santiago says it best himself, right? He tells the boy that strength isn't in your arms. He touches his chest and says, it is here. It's his heart. That's where his power comes from, his courage, his spirit, his love. And that's a kind of strength that getting old can never take away. So what did Manolin really learn here? It wasn't about fishing techniques. He learned about patience, about resilience. He saw what real honor looks like, and that it comes from the fight, not the reward. And he learned about emotional strength. These are the lessons that are going to stick with him forever. All right, let's get to the very end of the book, because Santiago starts dreaming of lions again. And this is all about hope, about a brand new start. That promise was everything. The old fisherman would never have to face the sea alone again. Think about that. His long streak of loneliness and bad luck, it's over. Now he has someone with him. He has help, but more than that, he has hope. His future isn't this lonely battle anymore. And that night, the story ends with him once again dreaming of the lions playing on the beaches in Africa.
This is such a powerful symbol. Those lions have always been about his youth, his power. For him to be dreaming of them again means his spirit is back. He's found peace. He's found that strength again, not in his muscles, but in his heart. And it's all because of the boy.
Which leaves us with one final big question. Can a defeat that earns you love and honor truly be a defeat? I mean, yeah, he lost the fish, but look at what he gained. The boy's loyalty, the respect of the whole village, and proof that his own spirit is absolutely unbreakable.